game.
Over the last 2 decades, Ubisoft has blossomed from a boutique French family business to one of the world's best-known games publishers, and today they have the market cornered when it comes to stealthy sneakery. Their first hit was a world away from this, though. It was the mid-90s and the rest of the industry was rushing to make 3D games for the new consoles. Ubisoft went in the opposite direction and placed a big bet on the young designer Michel Ancel and his 2D platformer Rayman. This lovable, limbless larrikin with his helicopter hairdo charmed gamers.
Yeah!
Rayman was a hit, but how do you top a man with flying hair and no knees? Well, it's easy when your wallet's bulging with Rayman cash. Ubisoft went on a spending spree.
Charlie, go.
Buying up Red Storm, makers of the Rainbow Six games. Importantly, this gave them access to the big-name Tom Clancy license.
Tango down.
Getting in early had worked with Rayman, so they got in early. The first shot from Tom Clancy's pistol was Ghost Recon, released as a launch title for the Xbox. It was a slower-paced, strategic shooter. It was also one of the first games to feature online co-op play with your friends. Oh, I have fond memories of donning that call centre-looking headgear as I set forth to make new friends with like-minded gamers. Hi, my name's Andrew. It's really nice to meet you.
Shut up, you f***ing dickhead. I'm gonna shoot your f***ing balls off and f***ing teabag you with them.
I just play on my own. The next Tom Clancy bullet from the Ubisoft barrel was Splinter Cell. It cast players as the sneaky super spy Sam Fisher. This guy had enough high-tech gadgets to make James Bond look like he didn't have many high-tech gadgets. Microsoft hoped Sam Fisher could turn the lights out on PlayStation's popular Metal Gear stealth franchise, so they gave Ubisoft extra tech support, maximising the power of the new Xbox to leverage those now famous effects. Sammy stalked his way through a handful of top-notch sequels, and as he got older, he swapped his glowing raver headgear for a sexy, angry beard.
Who killed my daughter?
After those Tom Clancy hits, Ubisoft went shopping again, this time buying up the ailing Prince of Persia franchise that had been all but buried by the abysmal Prince of Persia 3D. Ubisoft was determined to bring the prince back from the dead, and they enlisted the original creator Jordan Mechner to help reboot it. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time was a triumph of design. It was the first game to deliver a level of style and choreography we'd previously only enjoyed in films. And there was that magical time-travelling dagger you could use to rewind your mistakes. If only Julia Gillard had one of those. Some gamers initially condemned this rewind feature. The challenge will be ruined, they declared, but critics and gamers embraced the Fresh Prince and his rewind skills, and now loads of games use rewind features. Lazy copycats. Next, Ubisoft dreamt up a winning formula. Prince of Persia's climbing and combat, plus Splinter Cell's sneaking, plus one hoodie equals a gaming sensation. Assassin's Creed. It had you playing the brooding Altair on a mission to regain his honour, solve the mystery of the Templars, and stab a lot of people in the neck. The game introduced some clever counterattacks too, but the real star was its parkour running. The game's Achilles heel, though, was those repetitive investigations.
Why would he do that?
The formula got fleshed out with Assassin's Creed 2, set in Renaissance Italy. It ditched the repetition and gave us far more varied gameplay. Plus, bonus points for any game that features Leonardo da Vinci as your handy scientific sidekick with a silly accent.
Now, how can I be of service?
Sadly, Ubisoft then pinched a tactic from Activision's Sequel Factory manual and pulled a reserve team of programmers off the bench to pump out Assassin's Creed 2.5 and 2 3/4, or Brotherhood and Revelations as Ubisoft called them.
Could it be that you are every bit as deadly as the legends say? Or am I in charge of an army of drunks swinging sticks?
I mean, they weren't bad games, but they were clearly fillers designed to milk Ezio's nipples for more cash. Now, Ubisoft had tackled some violent themes before, but we were all shocked by their next offering, starring these bloodthirsty psychos. Rayman Raving Rabbids. For the new Wii console, Ubisoft again tapped the brain of Rayman creator Michel Ancel to devise this cute and cuddly, highly entertaining party game. Ubi also used the new Wii motion control to kickstart another franchise with its stabby-shooty Red Steel. Hardcore gamers had been itching to use their trigger fingers on Nintendo's new console. Red Steel looked better than any other Wii game yet. Swords and guns, what could go wrong? Alas, Ubisoft did forget one tiny detail: gameplay. God, this is awful. Oh. Now, clearly some of the blame for these terrible controls lay with the Wii technology. Oi! Look down, dick! Nintendo later upgraded the controller with a Motion Plus dongle thingo you had to buy just to get the features it should have had originally. It's rubbish. Now, a couple of Ubisoft games have sharply divided audiences. Michel Ancel's Beyond Good and Evil did exactly that. Critics praised the rich world, the memorable characters, and slick combat Ancel had built. But consumers largely ignored it, making it the publisher's largest commercial failure to date.
Keep doing nothing, and next time there'll be nothing left here to save.
Cut! However, one person who did like it was bushy-faced director Peter Jackson, who approached Ancel to collaborate with him on a game based on Jackson's King Kong movie. And this game balanced desperate first-person sequences where you struggled to survive against Kong's near-limitless power as you used him to wrestle T-Rexes. They made a game that was an exception to the norm of abysmal games based on films. Unfortunately, not all Ubisoft's film adaptations were exceptions.
Good morning, angels. Good morning, Charlie.
In particular, there was nothing angelic about this crap. Later, the Just Dance games turned out to be the exact opposite of Beyond Good and Evil. These boogie sims were scoffed at by critics, but became a massive hit with the public, selling more than 25 million copies worldwide. How immensely depressing. But Ubisoft had caught a whiff, and it wasn't just the butt sweat of dancing gamers. The revenue potential of motion games had led them to unleash the Your Shape fitness game. And after twisting us into all sorts of undignified positions in the name of health, who knows where they'll take us next.